One Piece Volume 4, I'm back at sea with Luffy and I'm loving it here. Now this volume is the first one where nothing new was started in it. We're still dealing with the problems that arose in Volume 3 and we're still dealing with them by the end of this volume here. This one's called the Black Cat Pirates here. Luffy, Zoro, Nami, they're on this small island where they met this rich girl who was unfortunately sick and was living in her estate, and this butler was running the operation there, and it turns out that butler happens to be an evil pirate and has plans to kill the girl and kill everyone in town and take all of the treasure. Right? And there is this young boy in town, Yusuf, who always is crying pirate, saying they're coming to invade to get a reaction out of people. And now that pirates are really coming and he knows about it, no one believes him here. Yusuf explains to Kaya that actually the butler is an evil pirate and they're coming to kill everyone in town in the morning. And she gets furious with him. She thinks, man, this guy who's always telling me these lies or these stories for fun is now trying to bamboozle me and turn me against my butler whom I love. And she kicks him out. She's mad at this guy. Later, that'll turn around on its head. So Luffy, Nami, and Zoro decide to help Yusuf and decide they're going to have to stop the pirates all on their own. They're going to be invading, and there's this narrow pass. It's the only way to get on. They figure they can hold them there. They fill it with oil so they'll be slipping all over the place, and they wait. Except the pirates are not invading from the south side, but the north side of the island here. It's a great moment here where Zoro gets trapped in the oil and stuck. Nami leaves him, races off after Yusuf. Luffy gets so excited to go fight the pirates, he barrels off, then gets lost along the way, so isn't there to help them on the other side. Zoro is stuck, struggling to get out of the oil, and they've created their own problem. So on the north side, where the pirates are finally coming in, it's really just Yusuf and Nami, who she's not a great fighter, though she is a great thief, and all that Yusuf has is a slingshot. And he's firing away, trying to stop these pirates. Luffy finally arrives in the north, and he's kicking butt. This guy is an incredible fighter. It's one of the most fun things at One Piece, is all of these gum pistols and punches and all this crazy combat that he can do as a gum man. So the pirates are pouring in. He's knocking them right and left. And then Django, who's the sub-captain or the fill-in captain while the butler Kalidor is gone, he uses his hypnotism power to hypnotize all the other pirates so they actually become stronger. It's kind of a crazy power where it's hypnotism, but it can kind of do magical things here. But then, unfortunately, because Luffy is a little slow in his mind, he gets hypnotized as well, and he becomes more powerful. He ends up ripping the front end of the ship off here. The pirates are smashed everywhere, and these two cat brother pirates come in for the fight. And Luffy, unfortunately, also gets hypnotized one more time, and he falls asleep. So now it's just left to Zoro facing off against these cat pirates. They steal two of his swords. He's only got one, so he's not as good of a fighter. But finally we get to see Zoro in some real action. But he always seems to be hampered in some way, whether his swords are stolen or whatever is the case. But now it's full-on fighting with Zoro and these two cat pirates. Ultimately, it's a big, bloody, brutal battle. And finally, Kalidor, the butler, the actual Pirate King Kuro, who's had enough of waiting, shows up on the North Shore, only to see this massive battle underway, and he is a deadly dangerous man here. He's got these long finger blades. It's like he's got a katana on the tip of each finger, and he's going to start causing mayhem and slaughtering people. So now you have a showdown here. Luffy, Zoro. Luffy is ultimately able to wake up and face off against Kalidor right at the close of this volume here. This is a fun single note volume here that's preparing for this big showdown between Kalidor and Luffy.